Hey, good day, everyone. My name is Soji Fagade from On Ye Spurs TV Podcast. We're recording this live on Friday, the 15th of July, and you probably get this later on today. So, this is a recorded version. With me today, I have Chuma. Chuma is part of On Ye Spurs TV. We were here last week. We had a first episode, and thank you so much for all of those who have passed comments, who subscribed. Please share with as many people as possible. Let them know about this. We are here to support Spurs. I mean, and everything Spurs, from transfer news, from rumors of players coming in, and we've got plenty of developments to talk about this week. So yeah, we're very much looking forward to everyone joining us and chipping in. So please leave your comments, subscribe, share, and let's make this go viral. And your support is so appreciated. Thank you. If you haven't subscribed already, uh, click on the subscribe button. I think you probably find it at the bottom right hand corner of the screen. So that's one. If you see that, right, it's very tiny. It might look tiny, but yeah, that's what it looks like. So just click on the subscribe button, and that should enable you to subscribe. Also, if you want to get notified anytime we go live, there's that little notification bell. Anytime we create videos, we put out videos, you see them right there. Oh my goodness, you didn't actually see that subscribe button then, did you? Sorry. That's the beauty of technology for you. I'm trying to get the hang of these things. Sorry, and that's, yeah. And anyway, there you go. Yes, that's what the subscribe button looks like.
The focus was all on me.
I know, right? I know. But Chuma, so please, how are you? Thank you for joining us today.
Oh, I'm very blessed. I've really enjoyed. I mean, we've been waiting for Conte's preseason. We're waiting for Conte's first preseason game. Both happened in the same week. I'm really thankful, really blessed. It's been a great week.
It really has. It has. I mean, and I can't wait for the next game. I mean, there's been so much happening in the last 7 days. I mean, we had people passing out, collapsing during pre-season up. I'm thinking people are saying that, oh wow, Conte is a marshal, is a general, is a hard taskmaster. Should go slowly on the guy. What do you think?
Well, there's everyone by now, like most Spurs fans, they're aware of the name Gian Piero Ventrone. Gian Piero Ventrone is a fitness coach that has been, I mean, he's been operating for the last 40 years. Now he's 62. He used to be like the fitness coach for Juventus. That's how Conte first met him.
Right. Okay.
And this guy his nickname is the Marine
Oh wow. Okay.
because that's what he does. I don't know if you've ever seen there's a movie, G.I. Jane, with Demi Moore, where a woman tried to join the Navy SEALs, which is the most elite fighting force, one of the most elite fighting forces in the world. Navy SEALs training, the first day does not end until somebody rings a bell to give up.
Oh wow.
So day one could last for 3 days until someone breaks. And then when you break, that's when so Ventroni had the exact same thing at Juventus. In fact, that's what Conte was saying to the players. That you people are getting him now. He's soft. He's older. He's softer. Back when he was in Juventus, somebody has to break. He called it the bell of shame. He will run them till. So he's been doing this. He's joined the Italian national team with Conte as well. Conte is taking him It's like part of the thing. If Conte joins your club, Ventroni has to come along. So the players knew part of it because they were running double sessions when Conte joined in November. That's what got them up to speed, but it didn't really take effect until the new year, and you could see how fit we were in the new year. So now the man has been given a summer to kill people, and I think we will see the best of Spurs fitness wise since I'll say first 2 years Pochettino. They were very fit. You'll see that this season, the same levels.
Yeah.
So yeah,
And
it's been a joy.
one of the real highlights of Pochettino's season was how we had this amazing pressing game. We just never let opponents out of their halves. We always close them down in their
Exactly.
third. And that
Exactly.
was such a delight to see. But that sort of thing requires amazing levels of fitness. And if you can look at that if you had preseason with the players. And one of the things a lot of people kind of used to complain about, if you like, um, pre Conte, or at least pre this season, is that Levi never did his business on time. It was on the last day. The new players don't get time to bed in with the rest of the squad, and that invariably has a negative effect on the rest of the team for the season going ahead. So I think we've got a new sheriff in town now. So hopefully
Yeah.
that should change. I mean, I think one of the we probably saw some of that. We played against the K League, didn't we? In
Yeah.
our first match, and well, in a way, okay, people say that the K League is what is second rate in comparison to the Premier League, and that they managed to score 3 goals off of us. I mean, even though it's preseason, you don't give away those sort of goals. But somebody else mentioned, look, those guys are at the top of their season. We're just
Yeah.
starting. So I mean, give us a bit of credit. What do you think?
Well, yeah, I agree with that person. So if you do your research on the Korean League, you find out that in terms of their own version of the Asian Champions League, Korean teams have made the semi-finals and finals. So they're not like in Asia, they're not complete scrubs. They're actually very good. When you think of the kind of teams that are in the Asian leagues and all that, with ex-professionals or former European-based players moving there, then these guys are the all stars of their clubs. The K League, so the K League representatives were the best players from their clubs,
Right.
and these guys, like you said, they've been playing all season. These guys are fully fit. So, but and it depends on what you look at preseason. I look at the first game of every preseason as a fitness check, and Conte himself alluded to the same during the he said the same thing during his press conference. And he told the players, just go out and just enjoy yourselves and give the fans something. These 64,000 fans, that was amazing,
Amazing. Can you believe that?
and it was, yeah,
64,000. Wow.
64,000. So it's like just give them something to enjoy. We'll do tactics and stuff in the next game. This one is just to go out and play as you play. We'll work out all the other stuff. Just I want everyone to get like 45 minutes under their belt. Majority of you to get like 45 minutes, at least 30 minutes. And you could see that in the substitutions and stuff. Everyone had at least 25, 30 minutes in that heat and running that pitch and everything else. So you can say we conceded those 3 goals. They were quite sloppy. I have a list of, like, for me, I have huge blame on Davidson Sanchez. I think
Ah,
I don't know.
Davinson's case. I mean, he's only a lad. Come on. I mean,
No, he was quite careless in that match. Like, all due respect, like it was a friendly and everything else, but he went into some very rash challenges. He was the one that more or less ceded position a lot, and I looked at it and I was like, anyway, first game, he's not going to be a starter. But these are the kind of games where if you can come out and sort of impress, even if it's a meaningless game, but you still show us something. Like out of that game, I mean, Richarlison, he did everything I expected him to do apart from score.
yeah.
He had some really good touches. He forced the issue sometimes, and it was a good watch. And then
Own goal as well. I mean, if you think about it, he was
yeah,
running in behind the last defender.
yeah, yeah,
I mean, if that defender didn't touch it, he would have had it.
that was it. That was it. And he had it. He had a chance earlier on. I
Well,
think. Yeah, Sessignon put in a ball for him that if the defender hadn't cleared at the last minute, that was a diving header, and that was a goal.
yeah,
So it's like he did well on his own up front. Then when Kane came on, he moved to the left. When Son came on, he moved to the right. So you can see now that Conte finally has options.
yeah. I
And
mean,
yeah,
it's that we have options, and especially options off the bench as well. I mean, when we go into the club, I mean, into the thick of the action in the season, it's amazing. I mean, I actually like that young guy who played right back. Or did he play left back in the end? Uh,
Harvey White.
yeah, he did quite well actually.
Harvey White.
Yeah, Harvey did quite well.
Harvey White is on our group. I've been chanting Harvey White. So I was chanting Oliver Skip first. Then
Yeah.
I talked about White because I've been what I watch quite a lot of like the under 19s, under 21, under 23 games. I
Yes.
used to watch a lot of it, and there are certain players that most times I won't say I get it right all the time, but sometimes I look at some players, with my quote unquote Nigerian mindset of this guy has skill or he knows what he's doing.
Yes.
And Harvey White is one of those players. He went on loan to Portsmouth, and funny enough, my current job, my project manager is a Portsmouth season guy. He's
Oh
like
really? Okay.
completely Harvey White. When there, he told me, "I will tell you personally, if this guy is trash or if he's good." And he liked Harvey White. In fact, they wanted him to come back on loan again. Harvey White played quite well for them. Scored like a couple of free kick goals. So he's a left-footed central midfield player, but he's
Right. Okay.
adaptable, and you can see that he played
Clearly,
left
clearly,
wing
because
back. And to me,
he played left back
he
as well, didn't he? When he came on, didn't he?
yeah, and he played it very well. He was just sound. He just did what he had to do.
Hmm.
Maybe against better opposition, Conte wouldn't play him there, but it's only because Perisic is still coming back
And
to
it's right.
full fitness. So there was no other option. Either he would have played Doherty on that side and somebody else on the right, but he
Yeah.
said no. Let me play. I have left footers. Let me put them on that side. And yeah, Harvey White played quite well. I was looking forward to seeing the young Senegalese boy,
So
Pape Sarr.
yes. And
That was
how
my
did Sa do? Sa was a little bit tentative to begin with. I think
yeah, yeah,
it got better as the time went on towards the end of the game.
yeah. I was quite critical of him early on. Then I stopped and I said, the boy is 19 years old. He's played in the French league and he's seen big boy. This is big boy football. Even if it's against the K League, they are moving it faster than he's probably used to. He doesn't know his teammates that well. I think from Alistair Gold's
Analysis.
his podcast, he said the boy doesn't speak English or his English isn't possible. So you're looking at all these things and factors. But he slowly grew into it. He played
Good
some
stuff.
really good passes afterwards. Yeah, when he kind of settled in. And yeah, also like his midfield partner was Hoiberg, and Hoiberg was running around anyway and doing what he does best.
Yes.
So slowly I would give him my initial analysis is I think he needs to go on loan to a British club where he will get used to
Yeah.
British football.
How
That's my
we hurry and
yeah.
close stuff down. Yeah. If you're just joining us, if we're on Common Ye Spurs TV, Chuma and I. Chuma is on Nigerian Sports Forum, and Chuma, like I always said to people, is like a walking encyclopedia on that forum. Everybody knows that Chuma just knows his stuff, and yeah, and we're happy to have him on
Watch
on the
too
program
much
today.
football.
Yeah, so Chuma, thanks for joining us. Now, what have we got this season? I
My
mean,
pleasure.
I hear that there's some breaking news. Is that right about
Yeah, yeah.
Spence deal being completed? Is that correct? I mean, what's the
Yes, yes.
deal?
Everything coming out of Spurs at the moment online, all the blogs, all the in the know transfer people is that they completed the deal for Djed Spence last night. It,
Oh
it
wow,
was rumored that it would be this weekend, but it seems it's been brought forward. And if the figures are right, it's about 12 million pounds or 12.5 million pounds, depending. That's how much has been paid. And add-ons to 20 million. So it's typical Daniel Levy. We're joking about his pre-show. Daniel Levy is like dealing with Daniel is like squeezing blood from a stone. He does not play games with his money. He runs Spurs as a business. So he was in charge of this. So this is something where everyone said at the end of the season that 25 million pounds will get you Djed Spence. And we say, yeah, Spurs will pay that. Daniel Levy wasn't paying that.
not
And
having
and
what?
and now you're hearing 12.5 rising to 20 with the add-ons. Would he ever pay those add-ons? We don't know. I'm guessing it has to do with, because I heard the argument over the fee was because Middlesbrough wanted add-ons for England internationals, his Tottenham debut, his Tottenham Champions League debut. They were putting in so many different clauses, and Daniel Levy was like, nah, and so it just kept on pushing the whole thing. But now you've seen it now that so hopefully this he's apparently having his medical today or this afternoon, and he will be announced really really soon. And I think it's six signing, and we're only in the 15th of July.
Yeah.
This is unheard of as Spurs fans.
Someone must have something on Daniel to get him
Honestly,
to sign these many players so early in the season.
so early, and but this is how a big club should operate.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know, and but I also think it's the fact that I genuinely think that for the first time in his entire history as Tottenham's chief executive, Daniel Levy has met a manager that he truly respects and kind of fears.
Mm,
All the other ones would bluff and they'd probably back down. This guy, his bluff is real. He looked at Inter Milan and told them, if you don't do this, I'm out. And he walked out of Inter Milan, who are a big club. Yeah, a really big club, as in recently big club as well, as in they've done stuff recently that's it's laudable. He walked away from them. So you look at it and you just say to yourself, Daniel Levy has finally met someone at you can't I want 5 signings, I want this before I go away on preseason, and then you complete the rest by the time we get back. And it's happening. And as a Spurs fan, you can only be happy, delighted, and like so enthusiastic about what the season will bring. Like most of us, like most of the people in my circle, they're already saying top 3
yes, I mean,
in whatever way.
I don't want to sort of tempt fate or but I just have a really good feeling about this season, and yes, I think Daniel, even though he's had a lot of stake, he deserves a bit of applause. So Daniel Levy, that's for you. Thank you. So I mean, but then again, when you get a bit of good news, you get a bit of mixed news as well. I think we're having this first new kit. I mean, being launched. Oh my goodness, your face has changed. I can tell that you don't particularly like that. But opinion is divided on that one. Because some people look at it and think, this is not bad. It has a bit of modality to it. And then somebody, I'm not quite sure. But. So tell me what
let's
you
let,
think.
let's have the picture up. Let's have the picture up.
No. I'm trying to, what's that thing called? Ease into it slowly. So we don't.
Well, well, I don't know. Like so part of my thing as well, apart from loving football, I'm an artist. I draw, I paint. So I have a love of art and how it comes out and how it's expressed.
Right.
And some things just don't go in my world.
Right. So
There's certain things I can,
I
I can see certain designs. So for me now, you've got on your screen, ladies and gentlemen, you've got the Spurs away kit. The only good thing for me in that Spurs is sun. That's the only good thing for me. It's son. It's just I'm you know what? I might grow into it because I'm a Spurs fan and I'll watch the games and we'll win handsomely wearing that. But yeah, I I don't think I'll be buying this one. But everyone has their views. I respect everyone's views of the kit. Like some people really love it, some people really hate it. It's like Marmite. I think it's
mm.
Spurs' Marmite kit. Last season's one was a bit Marmite as well. But then there was something crazy about that kit that made everyone like it in a very strange way. The away kit. It was like, what is this? So I'm guessing this one would probably have the same
Effect.
effect as well. But funny enough, this they leaked the picture of this thing last season. Someone got an advanced copy of the design and put it online, and people ripped it on the blogs I was on. They ripped it. Come on, it's never going to happen. And all of a sudden, lo and behold, it really was. It was true. And And so maybe my anger was started from when I first saw it. I was like, we have so many options for an away kit. Why would we pick this one? But it's
So
it is what it is.
you think that last season they kind of didn't let it get through, and this is the thought, effort. We'll just do it anyway.
Yeah, it's it's but also I maybe another part of me is I'm kind of I'm kind of the football fan in me is kind of peeved that the clubs worldwide they are not reading the room.
Mm.
So many things are happening in the world. We had COVID. We're having recessions and stuff like that. So it used to be back in the day, as you remember, Soji, that you'd have one kid for 2 seasons. You know, because you're thinking about families here and stuff like that. So I was like, maybe we should just, in the spirit of what happened through COVID, the clubs would just relax and just let it be that they rock the same kids for 2 years in a row, something like that. And so part of me has that. Part of me doesn't like the design, but yeah, I can live with it. But yeah, I knowing my family members, somebody will buy it for me and give it to me because they know I don't want it. They will buy it and give it to me. So knowing my family, that's what's good. And once they see this, they will say, "I'll definitely buy it for him. Definitely buy it for him." So yeah,
Yeah, I mean, so our next match is what? We're playing Sevilla.
we're playing Seville tomorrow at noon.
Yeah, in where's the match taking place again? The Suwon World
I
Cup
think
stadium. Same stadium, is it? Presumably.
same stadium, yes, the same stadium.
So that's 12 o'clock our
And
time. It's 8 o'clock local time in Korea, right?
in Korea, yes, and hopefully, fingers crossed, a meeting with Coco,
Mm.
Eric Coco Lamela.
Yes, that's it'll be a good reunion. So what do
You
you
know,
reckon? I mean, I know we had a good turnout in the first match, and plenty of folks, giving us okay. We had Son did quite
it
well,
would be the same.
came on and did really great. A lot of the other players put in a good shift as well. I mean, it's really hard to criticize anyone. Okay, some people might say, okay, Lloris didn't particularly cover himself in glory with that free kick, with his positioning. But again, this thing to happen. It's preseason, we're allowed to get away with stuff like that, like you said. So just give a bit of the local something to cheer, I guess.
Mm.
So, but we're getting a little bit to the business end now. What do you reckon?
Well, going back to the Lloris goal, I would say Lloris's positioning was wonky, but Son and Sa just opened up.
Like,
None of them wanted to take
like
that shot in the face. They kind of threw Hugo under the bus with the way they positioned themselves in that war.
yeah,
Both of them just gave way,
yeah. I mean,
and
so I
that
think
shot went through. And but
Savi, I don't know.
like you're saying, it's the business end now.
Yeah, I said Sevilla. We don't know what sort
So
of
I think, yeah,
they'll come up with, and then we
yeah.
just hope that it gives us a bit of a chance to have a good workout as well. If you remember that we had what's the word? We had a few players didn't actually play yesterday. I mean, sorry, the other
Mhm.
day, right? We had uh,
Bissouma and Foster.
yeah, Bissouma didn't play, Foster didn't play. Um, Perisic didn't play either because obviously, like you said, he's recovering from a from
A
a
calf injury, yeah.
calf
Yeah, he's had
injury.
a calf since, yeah.
Yeah, Langley was left behind at home,
Mhm.
obviously for visa reasons. Um, I didn't see Kulusevsky. What happened to Kulusevsky?
So Kulusevsky, same thing. When they did the first training, the brutal training session,
Right.
within the first 30 minutes, I think either his calf or hamstring or something happened.
Oh wow. Okay.
If you watch the full video. So they just, as a precaution, they moved him out. But apparently, both he and someone else trained. I think him and Perisic trained yesterday. They had their own little private session, and he's okay. So I think we might see Kulusevsky in the Seville game. I don't know if he will start, or I think Conte will take this game a bit more seriously and put in more of his starters, at least to start the game, and then probably break down to the less role players will come on second half. But I think he might start strong. I honestly think he will start strong and then start pulling them off and everything else. But yeah, I'm looking forward to this particular game because I like Sevilla. I like their manager a lot. He's one of those coaches that is really sharp. Lopetegui, he used to be the Spanish coach
Mm-hmm.
that lost his job because he signed for Real Madrid just before the World Cup, and Spanish Federation got rid of him right there in the World Cup. And he's a very very sharp guy. They won Europe. They won Europa League, I think, 2 seasons ago. So the guy he's a worthy adversary for Conte. So, but for me, before you move on, like even from that first game, when Son and Kane came on, I actually put this down in my notes that Son and Kane have such a telepathic relationship right now.
Yeah.
As soon as they came on, they knew exactly where the other guy was. He puts in his cross, he puts in the balls. You could see both of them they just understand.
Yeah, I
And
think
yeah,
if you ask me, I mean, there was this forum or this tweet that someone posted that said, what is the most or the deadliest duo in the Premiership partnership? I think Son and Kane have to be up there.
by
They
far,
have to be right up
by
there.
far,
I mean,
by far.
they're holding the record right now, aren't they?
Yeah, yeah,
In terms of those you would say that top two.
yeah,
Um,
yeah,
I mean, absolutely amazing, absolutely amazing. We've had a good time today. I mean, thank you, Chuma. I don't know, we
Thank you.
can't even begin to. This is the first, second in the series. We're hoping to sort of get
Yeah,
more. Of course, as the season, I mean, get towards coming up, yeah, we'll obviously do more. Um,
yeah,
I'm hoping. I mean, I don't know for sure if we can do a bit of a live feed after tomorrow's match, just to get people on and
yeah,
give us a bit of their views on how the match went. That would be awesome.
yeah. That would be there. There's so many people on the Nigerian Spurs forum
Yeah,
that would
so
be.
we'll try and get a live stream going for tomorrow. So yeah, but we'll see how it goes. But thank you so much for joining us. Like I said,
Thank you so
subscribe
much.
to our channel. Click on the subscribe button that you see at the bottom there, and also if you need to get notified anytime we go live, you can also click on that bell button that you see right there on your screen. So it's been great having you guys. Thank you so much, and
Thank you, guys.
we very much look forward to seeing you guys. Is it tomorrow? Yes. Hopefully tomorrow on the live stream. Take good
On the
care.
live stream.
Bye now.
All right. Bye bye.